What's up, you guys? Happy Saturday. Back again with another training vlog. So today's session was, for the most part, pretty normal for me. The only thing I did different was I tracked how many max intent jumps that I did in the session. And it ended up being 32 jumps. And that doesn't include warm-up jumps and anything like that. And my session time-wise was still about an hour and a half, 2 hours, give or take, including warm-up and stuff. So pretty normal. I would say that's about close to where all my sessions have been in the past. It's 30 to 40 jumps at least. But doing this has really made me realize how much I really am jumping in these sessions and that it's probably too much. And this is exactly why I'm tracking it, because you can't get better at things that you don't track, right? And I'm trying to do a better job. My approach in the past up to this point has been jump as much as I possibly can on Saturdays or whenever I have my dunk sessions. And like I said, that's probably been about 30 to 40 jumps, give or take. And sometimes way more when I go over 3 hours, right? And I don't know why it's taken me this long to realize jumping is no different than any kind of other workout, in the sense of you can't not work out all week and then just hit it really, really hard one day of the week and expect that to make up for the rest of the week, right? And I know this, but that's how I would approach jump training in these dunk sessions, is just go all out, try to cover any gaps, I might have missed throughout the week, and just go crazy. But there's a point of just diminishing returns, right? Where literally, the more jumps you go past a certain threshold, you're literally just shooting yourself in the foot as far as being able to recover and stay sharp, right? And not fatigue your nervous system too much. So I think I've been going over that point. I was hoping 30 would be like my threshold, but since that's probably about what I've been doing in the past and that's been way too much, wrecks me for the next week, it's just too much, I'm probably going to have to cut my attempts down to like 20 max effort jumps, which is still a lot. I've heard guys, that do way less. There's one guy in particular, maybe I'll talk about him later someday. He does like 10, 12 jumps max. That's it. His dunk sessions are like, including warm-ups and stuff, are 30 minutes. He caps it off at that. That's how serious he is, and I really respect that. And that's what I'm trying to get to, is take this that serious. I kind of hate tracking jumps. It feels neurotic. And that's kind of annoying, but that is what it takes. If you want to be the elite of the elite, you need to track everything. It's no different than tracking reps in any of your other workouts. So jumping and how many jumps you take in a session, it's no different for tracking. So I'm going to do better about that. We'll see what happens. And yeah, this is the path to elite bounce. So, if that's something that you're thinking for yourself, I would consider that you start tracking how many jumps you do throughout the week, because it does matter. And really, my goal is to be fresh for training. Obviously, I want to perform at a high level for my dunk sessions, but training is what's going to help me get better at those dunk sessions, and I need to be as fresh as I possibly can for those training sessions. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's just a subtle mind shift in there, because I've been so focused on trying to be fresh for dunk sessions, which is great. I'll still keep doing that. But my real intent with all this extra work I'm giving myself with tracking reps and whatnot is for training. I jump too much on the weekends, then I'm cooked for next week. I'm still going to hit a bunch of plyos, right, throughout the week next week. Being as fresh for that is more important at this point than being fresh for my workouts. But in the end, it all kind of matters, right? So anyways, that was still a good session. Dang, dude, only 30 jumps, which is, you know, probably a lot more than for most people, because lots of people can't even jump without pain and injury and stuff like that. So I guess I am blessed, but that'll do it for now. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, you guys. Come on.